Since you last saw us on the back of the worst January in association football, things have turned around ever so slightly, and that's only because we are playing defensive football in the Serie A. Who'd have thunk it?
I am Jose Mourinho.
We followed up that 3-2 loss in the Italian Cup quarter-final against Inter with a 4-0 pumping off of Torino. And since then, we changed things about. We won in the Derby della Capitale, 1-0, Belotti against Lazio, 5-1 against AC Milan, a 1-0 win against Verona, which could have been more. We then lost 2-1 to Juventus, and we were absolutely unlucky to do so. Look at the stats, look at the XG, we should have won, but it's a work in progress, so a blip like that is okay. We then beat Spezia 3-0, we bounced back from that defeat, and drew 1-1 away from home in the the round of 16 first leg against Sevilla, the kings of the Europa League. We went to their place, we drew 1-1, we're in a good spot to go into that home leg, which we will see today, and get through. Before we play that game, however, Empoli in the league, and then the second leg. But just quickly, before we have a little look at the tactics going into the game against Empoli, and get stuck in, if I could ask you to please leave a like on the video if you're enjoying the series so far. How else am I meant to know? And also subscribe if you are new around here for plenty more Football Manager content coming, and I've got World Cup content planned, which I'm very, very excited about. Thank you very much. So this is how we set up now. We've still got the back three and it's working better. First of all, Mats Hummels has actually started doing pretty well. He's got a couple assists in the last two games, delivering an 8.1 and then a 7 off the back of a 6.9 as well. So the form's picking up a little bit, thank goodness. But that's because Ibanez is in the middle of the two centre backs covering for him. And we've only got Patricio on a goalkeeper role, no sweeper keeper, and he seems to be doing better too. We're playing with wing backs to give us the width, and two sort of defensive midfielders but on support duties. So when we do go on attack, they get up there in support of a shadow striker and an advanced playmaker who are behind a pressing forward. It's usually Tammy Abraham, but given the game against Sevilla, we're going to play Belotti, and he's been playing pretty well. Against the big teams, we usually start on cautious. Today, we'll start on a balanced mentality, given we're playing Empoli. And these are the tactics. We're playing with a high tempo, direct passing when we do go on attack with overlaps from the wing backs, but regroup when we lose the ball. Counter-attack, distribute quickly out to the defence and the wing backs. And we're dropping very, very deep and only engaging with them sort of here. And that's working because there's not a lot of space in behind our slightly slower defence. We then win the ball and we've got plenty of players getting up in support on their counter-attack. And so far, it's working. But now I've turned the camera on, you know what's going to happen. Probably not going to work. And there's the team hoping to catch us out. Empoli, managed by Paolo Zanetti, not Javier Zanetti. The only real name that pops out there is Liam Henderson, formerly of Hibs. So fingers crossed we will be okay. I did notice they do have Mattia Destro on the bench, however. A player I've signed many a time over the years on Football Manager before my YouTube. However, clearly he's falling in the pecking order, so he's probably going to score. They've got David Grassi on the bench, goodness me. But anyway, we are underway, away at Empoli. I've got a feeling I'm going to bump it up to positive just to see how things go. First, however, stick on that balance. And Sergio Gomez out on that left-hand side after a good ball from Mats Hummels. Well, we've lost out, so that's not great. But hopefully we'll be able to win it back for them as they come at us. Belotti in behind, should have scored, ballooned it wide. But it's a good start, positive, other than the match stats. And in fact, about 27 minutes ago, we seemed to get back into the game a little bit more. So we're going to go to the more positive version, basically where we just push the centre mids on slightly further and go to a positive mentality. That's all we'll do, and hopefully that'll help us get the result. But a severe lack of highlights so far, and we've not even hit the target, so it's going well. Ibanez wins the header though, and oh no, Mats Hummels is getting sent off after I've just sang his praises. But what's going on there? They've clipped that. Bad news. Very, very bad news.
I'm in danger!
We're just going to drop Cristante back into that back four. Wijnaldum dropping deeper, and so is Lorenzo Pellegrini. Dybala still in support of Andrea Belotti, who's going to be a pressing forward, and we're going to drop back to cautious. In fact, I'll see how this goes in terms of going into the half, but I might change back to that. We will see. But it's typical that I've just been singing the praises of my own tactic and Mats Hummels, and now we're down to 10 men, 0-0 away at Empoli, who are currently 16th. Half time though, everything's still fine. We've actually hit the target now. Somehow have a better XG. I'm going to tell them that I'm not happy so far. Mats Hummels will pay for his crimes and we will sort this out. Perfect. Ready to go again. Into the second half we go. If we win today, I think we do potentially have a chance to sneak into that top 4. I was trying to show you, but we didn't get to see it. And Cristante has gone very long for no reason to Amir Khan. Leparto at the back. Let's see if we can press them, force them into something, giving the ball away perhaps in the middle of the park. Yes, Pellegrini nicks in. We've given it back to them. Plenty turnovers, however, hopefully we can force them into something. Wijnaldum wins the header. Belotti knocks it down to Dybala, who loses out to Liam Henderson, rather. Not something I'd ever thought I'd say, Paulo Dybala losing out to Liam Henderson. However, here we are. Lammers in behind. Ho ho! Right, the tactic usually works when we keep 10 men on the pitch. That usually helps. 11 men, rather. Well, this is annoying. Pretty typical of Football Manager. As soon as the camera goes on, this happens. Thank you, Mats Hummels, one of the greats.
A fucking disgrace.
And another Empoli highlight. We've not done anything. I wish Belotti had scored earlier on rather than booting it wide, but we've won the ball. Cristante, Pellegrini did not get there. Lammers, good save, Patricio this time. Why is Football Manager like this? Dropped down to 7th place by Rami. Oh, lovely screen they've got there in the corner. Let's not get distracted. Headed clear by Mancini. Yet again, Empoli with another highlight. I'm not sure what to do here because they are clearly playing through us when we're sitting deep. Perhaps because we are a man down, thanks Mats Hummels once again. But Stojanovic going in. Lammers collected by Patricio, and maybe it's going to be a Roma highlights. Can we counter-attack? Patricio bowls it out to Cristante. He's got Karsdorp on his right, doesn't find him. Goes for Sergio Gomez on the other side instead. I don't mind that at all. Dybala, maybe make a run out wide, mate. That would be good. Didn't. Gomez tried to play it anyway, and we've given it away. Vandelli into by Rami, and they're playing through the gaps quite easily. Lammers, good save. I'm panicking, I really am.
Now I'm panicking.
Don't panic.
No, I am, because I'm going to lose my job.
That gap between the defence and the forward players was clearly too big, so we're going to change that, go a little bit more positive once again, and we're going to put on Tammy Abraham. Anyone else performed particularly badly out there? Gomez, maybe Igor comes on, or Spinazzola. I'm going to go with Igor. He's just a bit more better physically, and hopefully will give us a good threat going down that left-hand side, because right now, we're not really doing anything. And former world heavyweight champion, I don't know what weight he is, I don't know boxing at all. He's quite small, I'm going to presume he's not heavyweight. I couldn't imagine he'd fend well against the likes of Tyson Fury, but here we are. Parisi, force them to go long. Cristante should get there, does, just. That was concerning. Lammers into Marin, Parisi. Shouldn't have slagged them off saying I don't know any of them really, should I? Because they're actually quite good. Bandinelli in, Ibanez booting it long. This whole going direct really isn't working when we've not got as many players up there to carry out our game plan, so that's great news. And I am very much not happy. Stojanovic going down that right hand side again, looking for Bayrami, saved easy by Patricio. Counter attack, maybe. Dare we do so? No, we don't. We give the ball back to them. Fantastic stuff. Despite the fact I'm instructing him to roll it out to the wing backs and centre backs. Lammers in behind. Yep, and it's come from Patricio's incompetency in terms of following instructions, or the lack of ability to do so, rather. Another corner with Sevilla on the horizon. After this, I'm going to take off Pellegrini, Dybala, maybe some others as well, to just try and give them some more rest ahead of the game, because the game's gone. We've not been very good, and we weren't helped by Mats Hummels at all. Saved by Patricio this time. Spinazzola, Bover, and Perez all coming on. There's players going off. Let's just get this over with, shall we? Focus on Sevilla, so maybe Mats Hummels just getting some extra rest ahead of that one. I like it. I think. Parisi with the throw-in by Rami. Damage limitation here really, isn't it, gents? Karsdorp was... Right, okay, that's plenty of that. They're probably going to score here, but probably should take and get something off a long time ago. That was really bad. We have the ball though, for once. How long we keep it, I don't know. Spinazzola on that left-hand side coming inside. Looking for Karsdorp on the other side. Plenty room to go into. If we go score here, then I will be... I was probably going to be upset, to be honest. Thankfully, Tammy Abraham didn't. I'm now glad we not scored because I would just get more frustrated at the fact we didn't do anything. Full time though. Oh, not yet. Just get it over with. We're already dead.
Stop! He's already dead.
Spinazzola, back to Igor. This is just pointless. It's really pointless. Back onto Key so we can just end the highlights. Now, cars drop. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, we cocked that one up. I'm embarrassed by it. Absolutely shameful. They responded well. Now we've got to play the Europa League King Sevilla next. After the game is firmly in the balance after we conceded a last-minute equaliser. So... where could it go wrong? I mean, this is harsh. We went down to 10 men in the first half and there's an inquest against me. Get a grip. I'm glad he's accepted his fine. Useless.
A few moments later.
That's not good news whatsoever. We need to win now, as if we didn't before. I mean, we're 3 points off the Champions League spots, with 12 games to go, however. But that's not impossible to make up at all. And they're talking about sacking me. I mean, I did do badly in the semi-final. But I lost a team that's in second. Come on, man. And that's not helping the cause either at all. Gianluca Mancini getting injured. Thank God I spent needless money on Igor. And here we have it. The team hoping to prevent me getting the sack. Couple changes. Igor comes in. Spinazzola also comes in. And Tammy Abraham comes back in as well. Zeki Celik on the right-hand side. We're playing with a cautious mentality. It's worked against big teams before. Hopefully it works against the Europa League King Sevilla. Because if not, I'll be getting sacked on camera. And, well, while that might be good for you, it kind of halts my plans a little bit. The Sevilla team is a decent one, most notably Rakitic, Papu Gomez, who scored against us, Jesus Navas, Thomas Delaney. Ronald Koeman's in charge though, so I fancy our chances, and I wish I hadn't said that. But let's get them pumped up for it, because otherwise I'm getting the boot, which, not going to be great news, is it? But now, finally, we hear the Europa League music, so let's enjoy it while it lasts, because there might not be any more of it at all. Oh, I can't even hear it, I just assume it's going on. Very nice though, looks good, doesn't it? They've done well as one of the headline features. Oh, beautiful. Let's get this show on the road. Oh, it's still playing. That was beautiful, really good. Seem to have started well despite the lack of highlights, but it's Sevilla who have the ball. I'm pretty nervous, ladies and gents. I don't know if you can tell. They've got U2's singer in goals, so that's interesting. Nianzou into Montiel as they play it around from the back, and so this is where we come in and win the ball in the midfield. Yes, perfect. That's exactly what we want. Gomez going long to Zeki Celik. The wing backs have been fantastic for us. Zeki Celik scored in that last game against Sevilla. However, headed clear, and Jesus Navas with plenty of time on the ball there. Too much. He's taking the mick a little bit there. Nianzou out to the other side with Acuna. And, yeah, they are taking the mick a little bit. But there we go. Into the middle of the park and we win the ball. Dybala going long for Tammy Abraham. Save my job, Tammy. Should have done better. A good save, though. Hopefully we'll see the corner because we've been a decent threat from set pieces. Yes, we do. Dybala over it. Big Tammy. Aim for Tammy. 6'5". Aimed for him, didn't find him. Another chance though. That was two-footed. Dybala still going into the box. Shoots Dybala. Oh! It's a good start. It's a good start. So good I said it twice. It's just like New York. New York. Bono. That's not one of his songs, is it? It's gone long. Ibanez won the header. However, they are with the ball in the middle of the park. Papu Gomez. He's tiny, isn't he? Tiny, but he's good. Interesting tackle from Pellegrini. Should maybe get stuck in off, but half an hour gone. Things have looked okay so far. We've had the most chances. Zeki Celik nicking in. He's got men. Look at all those supporting runners in there in the box. Pellegrini takes it in and back to Zeki Celik. He's got men in the middle. Penalty, referee. Michael Oliver's given it. It will go to VAR and we have it. Okay, a chance for Paulo Dybala. I was about to do the sign. I'm not going to do it now. Save my job, Paulo. Save my job. Yes, brilliant penalty. So much better than Bojan Miovski. Woo!
You should grow up.
They should really put that graphic in game. Emphatic from Paolo. And I'll fire them some praise, but we do have a corner. Chance to go 2-0 up before the end of the first half would be excellent. Tammy Abraham. It was close. We're on top, but we need another goal because I'm shaking.
I'm shaking.
Tammy, no, Bono out to Nianzou. I'm flustered. I'm flustered to say the least. Acuna on the ball into the midfield, and we win it back. Perfect. Dybala gives it away. The opposite of perfect. Terrible, I would say. Joe Jordan in the middle of the park. Looking for Papu Gomez. And oh no, this looks like a good move from Sevilla. He's burst through. And thankfully, a fantastic block from Mats Hummels. That rest really doing him good. And here he is with a free kick into Cristante. Now let's see if we can build something here from the back rather than winning the ball in the midfield. Zeki Celik down that right hand side. He's been brilliant. A good ball across. Nobody there. And that's where you probably benefit from having two strikers. But the supporting runner's not quite good enough. But it was fantastic, I have to say. Delaney, a cheeky little back heel. Does he know they're losing? Goodness me. They're losing for now. Don't want to jinx it. Nianzou into Jesus Navas. Please, and not only do I need to keep my job, but I need to show that I'm a genius with this tactic against big teams. I need to work on it for better teams. That was pretty bad. Tammy Abraham needs to work on his shooting. Really, he scored 26 goals for us this season, and Spinazzola's injured. Okay, Sergio Gomez, on you come. Not what you need before half-time, but the lead is what we have. And they've had one shot. We've restricted them to one shot. They had a flurry, appearingly, towards the end. One on target, that's what I meant. No complacency, though. Please, boys, let's get this job over the line. And a highlight for Roma. About 10 minutes gone. In. Zeki Celik is there. Oh no. And Sevilla will lose the counter-attack. Rakitic all by himself. Not the quickest. But he does have players to play it back to. And he's done exactly that. Dybala. I'm going to take get stuck in off because that was dangerous. However, he won the ball and we have a chance to counter-attack. Zeki Celik, plenty men in the middle. I was looking for them, couldn't find them. It's now with Cristante. That was an interesting lunge from Delaney. Oh my god, he's whacked it. Tammy Abraham has to score. Sevilla with the ball deep in their own half once again. Nianzou looking for Navas, and we've won it. I've not taken off quite get stuck in yet, and thank goodness, because the ball nicked in well there. Attack the old man Jesus, not in a physical violence way. Abraham, again, too easy for Bono. Didn't have him down as a good goalkeeper. Still not forgiving him, to be honest, for making us all get that album on iTunes. Don't even use iTunes. Jesus Navas, though, that's fine. If we want to invite them to shoot from range like that all day long, fine by me.
Fine by me!
Comfortable for Patricio. And, it made me thinking about changes. Mats Hummels, you're not helping me, given the fact I've praised you this episode, giving the ball away. Papu Gomez, nobody needed him. I've taken get stuck in off. I wish I hadn't, because that's a good crossfield boy to Jesus Navas. In, block, Neshri, Zeki Celik, fancy winning it? No? Okay. Perhaps it's going to be a Roma counter-attack. Rui Patricio. No, it wasn't. But it is a Roma throw-in with 20 minutes to go. Dybala looks pretty knackered out there. Thankfully, I've got Eden Hazard and Nicolo Zaniolo on the bench. So, good to have options. Fantastic play from Gomez and, well, stings the palms of Bono. And we have a corner. I'll maybe think about a couple changes after this. We'll see if we can make something happen here. We've got plenty big men in there. Find one of them. Likewise, they've got plenty back, however, which is unfortunate. It was really bad. I mean, he should be hooked for that, to be honest. But he won't be. Despite Dybala having a very good game, need more energy in there. So Zaniolo is going to come off the bench. And Zeki Celik not performing too well. I think Ricky Karsdorp going to come on at right back. A little bit more energy down that right-hand side. And that'll do. I mean, Zeki Celik's been involved. I feel like that 6.6 rating was pretty harsh. But right now, things going worryingly okay. And that was the case in the first leg. Gomez. Easy for Bono, and it looks like Sevilla are going to hit us. No, I should stop saying that sort of stuff. Another set piece though. Sergio Gomez over it once again. Find one of our players, and please can we score a second so I'm nice and comfortable right now. Taking a sweet time over this, and the ball goes in. Looking for Ibanez. He gets there, heads over though. Not going to change personnel just yet, but the wing-back's only going to go on support duties just so maybe a little bit more defensively sound as we head into the closing stages of the game. Rakitic into El Nezeri, but we've won the ball back and we were dilly-dallying a little bit. That's fine. Put it out the other side. You had Igor wide open there, instead giving it straight back to them. But a chance to win the ball back, and my God, that was awful from their left back, Acuna, I believe it is. And Sergio Gomez, who's been a good threat down that left-hand side when he's played for us most recently in this new system, probably because he doesn't have to defend there. So that's good news. Wijnaldum, okay, I love that from you, finding his compatriot. Oh, yes, baby, it's going to get checked. The linesman's flag's gone up. However, I did think it did look offside, and yes, it was. But it's better. A good ball. He went far too early, Tammy Abraham. A good finish, though. It's encouraging, to say the least. And Ibanez with a free kick. Okay, I'm certainly thinking about a couple changes to tighten things up now, because I left it too late in that last game, and they equalised late on. And they have the ball. Bono bowling it out to Gabriel Montel? I don't know. Joe Jordan giving it away, though. And here is Gini Wijnaldum, slides it through. Why is he finishing like that when he's just finished like the other one when he's offside? Useless, man. We're into added time, though, and it's time to go defensive. Do I bring on Nemanja Matic? I think I do. I think I do bring on Nemanja Matic. I've got no idea what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen. Wijnaldum has played well, and in fact, it's not going to be him that goes off. It's going to be Lorenzo Pellegrini. Keep Wijnaldum on. He's played well out there. And this is our last chance to make changes. I think freshen things up top. Belotti, go on there, being a nuisance. Waste time, please. Plenty of it. Into added time we go. Save my job, please. Roma, a last minute highlight's not good, but the fact we have the ball is okay. Car drop in, looking for Belotti. And Sergio Gomez takes it down. Plenty of time on the edge of the area. Went for the long range strike. It was blocked. And a car drop with so much time and space over there. Pick out a man. I mean, it was a good ball. Nobody running near post. And Alex Tellez looking to counter-attack for Sevilla. Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no. Not again. Alex Tellez back to Carmona. They're the kings of Europa League. Can we please knock them out? I mean, Zaniolo, react? Yes, thank you. Now run. Just run. You've got men down the line. Go down the line, somebody. I mean, okay, car drop. Beat everyone and turn into prime Lionel Messi. That's good. Or prime Miguel Almiron. Whatever you fancy. Hummels. Okay, let's just see out this game. Throw in for us. Good. Plenty of chance to waste time. And hopefully this will be the end of it. Take your time. Just put the ball back down. Ricky Carshop. That's fine by me. I'll fire them some praise so they're nice and happy when they come into the dressing room. Hopefully we don't concede now and they think I'm a maniac. However, it looks good. And he's wasted about half a minute over this throw-in, so that's great news. Belotti, just hold it in there, mate. Yes, perfect. We've won, and I am keeping my job. They can't fucking sack me if I win the Europa League, can they? And we're still in the hunt for Champions League regularly, too. Dominant performance, and that's how this tactic works against good teams. We need to work out how to play against rubbish teams, however. Absolutely delighted with that. We've got the draw for the quarterfinal and the semi-final on the horizon, which I will show in this episode, so please stay tuned if you want to find out who that may be against. Delighted. I mean, they're not going to sack me now, are they, the schmucks? I just realised we played on the Wednesday. What's that all about? But along with us, in the hat go Arsenal, very convincing over Zalewski, Sturm Graz, AC Milan, Man United, Leipzig, Nantes, Lazio, and Rennes. I'd like to play one of the French teams, please. And we're about to find out if that's going to be the case. And we're going to hear more Europa League music. Very exciting later on in this season. However, let's get the draw underway. Thank you, Mauro Tassotti. First out the hat is AC Milan. Not us, please. Nantes. One of the French teams is out. That's not great news. Man U, not us. Arsenal, that's brilliant, them playing each other. Great news. All English tie, one of them's going knocked out. Not us against Lazio, please, after I just talked about us winning. Oh, no. Leipzig, it is then. That's not too bad. I don't think that's too bad. I'll take that over the English teams, Lazio and Milan. Okay, we'll take that. And now the draw for the semi-final, should we get there. More music. Great news, right. Okay, what do we want here? Probably Lazio Rennes, ideally. Which is what we get, and I'm happy with that. That's okay. Could have been better, could have been a lot worse. I hope you enjoyed that music there. And given the league form's going pretty bad, in the next episode I think we'll be back with Leipzig and Leipzig. with the Udinese game in between, I'll just sort of keep you updated on how that goes. A few big games against Lewis Ferguson's Bologna, Fiorentina and Salento. I think that's Lecce if I remember correctly. But Leipzig, we're focusing on the Europa League because we're going to win it. As I said, they can't sack me if we win the Europa League. But if you've enjoyed the prospect of me being sacked, please do let me know by leaving a like on the video. Subscribe to stay tuned in case I do get the boot in the next episode. Ding that notification bell so you don't miss out because it's very, very possible. Thank you very much for tuning in. Check out the save ideas on the end screen. Take care.